Alright, welcome back to whatever this game is. It's been so long, it's fairly unfamiliar. No, but we're back with Timbuck 2 and Europa Universalis 4. I've been away for a wee while, maybe you've noticed. There's lots of reasons, lots of things going on, not least PDXCon and people visiting, but who needs excuses? All we need is action, so let's get back to it. What last I remember was a brutal and clinical conquest of Brunei in which nothing went wrong, and we carefully, surgically got our overextension up to just grinding on the extreme there. So we need to pull everyone back and take stock of the situation, because my country is not looking so hot right now. I have no free diplomats. I managed to get just a wee bit of aggressive expansion around here that I should probably just capitalize on by crushing everyone around. France still hate me for reasons unknown. Colonial nations are looking okay at best. Well, they're kind of converting. It's Brazil that's having the biggest problem with that. Now our goal is to hit the money cap. That hasn't changed. We're I can forgive you for thinking we're a wee bit away from that, but at least inflation's somewhat slowing down. No, that's just thanks to Ad Duski. Kel Tadeli. Delhi, eh? No, that's not a bad idea. I want everything, basically. I need everything I can to get more and more dosh. The general plan is to route everything into Zanzibar, cap it off at the Cape, which the Portuguese have already seen through our plan there and nailed all 3 of their colonists down on this horrible land. They chose to take those near wastelands instead of, getting anything good over here. Purely because they knew I was on a rampage and I had to be stopped. That's kind of admirable of them. Means we're going to have to cross swords with Portugal later on. That does terrify me though, because it happened before, and thanks to their alliance with France, who is also overlord over Spain, who has been churning out god rulers forever, we're in a bit of a pickle, because that means we have to fight all this at once, and it's not pleasant. We do not have the Ottomans on our side. They not really interested in an alliance, and we're not that strong. Technologically, we're only just starting to catch up with the Europeans. Ideas-wise, we are a whole heap of pants on head, and our army is just not that great. I got a couple of defensive ideas, but overall West African ideas are the pits. Except for this, I absolutely love salt caravans. We've got our exploration, no problem there. Can fabricate. Ooh, I forgot all about that ability. That. It's just on colonial regions though, so not all that useful there. For a moment there I thought I might be able to get some free claims around here, but that's not a problem. Our diplomat will be home soon, and I think it's time to start fabricating some claims on Pasai, because they really gotta go. Then I need to think about Patani. I might just basically I want all of this. Is that too much to ask? Because I don't think it is. What I need to do is look at certain places like here and go, well, I should probably recall my diplomat and start getting to work on other things. What else am I trying to do here? Well, if I ever want to take on Patani and Pasai, I'm going to need a navy to match up with them. Which trade node is the richest? Will you be able to get global trade in 10 years? I am not about to make Zanzibar the richest node anytime soon. The money is flowing well and truly into Seville. Constantinople. It's a tight match between them, but I think Constantinople's going to win out here. It's a shame. I would really have liked to win out in Zanzibar, but that's not happening. I'm hemorrhaging dosh in Zanzibar because Ethiopia keeps gobbling all up away from me. I'd love to rival Ethiopia, but obviously I don't love to enough. I can't change any of these right now. It might actually be worth my time embargoing them just to get some extra trade power around there, but we'll see how that goes. Losing my train of thought already though, so what's happening? It's probably not worth my while increasing relations with Patani or Pasai anymore, considering I'm already thinking about how to go to war with them, so I'll probably recall both these diplomats right now. Their only purpose was to keep them out of a coalition, but now it's Sunda that I'm thinking I want out of here. Then again, they want a lot of stuff. Why are they so arsy about my land? Must be that militarist leader. He's 18 and he's a right buffoon. Still though, that's only going to be a problem if France remain with all that aggressive expansion. I only need to lose 28 from them and everything will be hunky-dory. You mean it's not an improvement over getting an amazing CB on every primitive for free? Nah, not quite. Okay, where's my head at here? What in the world am I thinking? Navy is what I'm thinking, and for that, Pasai here have 17 heavies. They're actually quite high up the list of decent people here. The other one that I need to look for is... oh no, when I see it. Okay, Patani have no heavies. They got a lot of lights between them, but I suspect I'll be able to build up some galleons pretty soon, and then I'll come crashing down on them. So I'll get some claims going, start building up a decent fleet, and then take over Patani. Until then, I need to hold my nation together, come hell or high water. How are we looking rebel-wise? The Spanish La Platan separatists want to rise up, so it might be a good idea to get you up into Brazil. Maybe even with someone that's half decent at running around over there. Yes, aggressive expansion. Yes, Yaka have always wanted to rebel away from us ever since I told them to follow my god. My god. I think Spanish La Plata separatists won't be a big deal. Only 22,000 of them? Well, we have not enough to deal with that, but that's okay. Fetishist zealots also wanting to take over in Yaka. I think Yaka can take care of it some way, somehow. Besides, it's only in Malum. And they got a fort there. Nah, Malum will be fine. Just fine. Hopefully. I mean, I've pulled them out of war now. I have no reason to think things won't go swimmingly, so to celebrate that I'm going to colonize Manila, because it's an amazing province around here and it'll get me an extra colonist. I also really want to fabricate a claim on Baton. Basically I just want to take everything around here, and there's no time like the present to get to work on it. Supply limit is fine around here. I have some units that could well be moving around a bit better. But I need to keep an eye on those separatists. There's going to be quite a few of those rising up. Are you playing them very hard, Jake? Of course I am. You know La Plata is not Brazil, right, Jake? What? No, I don't know. It was all Spanish La Plata here. Maybe it was... yeah, what? Well, those are Spanish La Platan guys, so I guess I'll just be ready for them. What's my stance on piety? So much of this I've just forgotten. You're already working there. I need to keep that morale. Even though I would love tax and manpower and tech cost. Ah well, it'll reset on monarch death anyway. And our monarch could do with dying in a few years, because I want someone that actually has some mill for a change. It's okay, everything's nice and relaxing, no need to stress. There is no France coming to deck my head in right now. If there was, then I would really be, well, shaking in my boots. It'd be nice to attack Patani since they only have Pasai, but striking Pasai means that we have to deal with Ayutthaya. But hey ho, what can you do? Let's get building that spy network. And I'm wondering if it's even worth my time improving relations with Sunda, since they hate my guts for provinces anyway. It might be even possible to ally them, just so that they don't start thinking about that. I mean, it's not like I can fabricate any claims on Patani right now. Okay, no, there's the thought. I want Baton. I want Baton off the map. And furthermore, I'm going to spy on someone else, probably the French. Spy detection in France is pretty high, but I really want... oh no, I've already got plenty in Portugal. Abort. I want those sweet bonuses off of Portugal. And I also want some extra manpower. Morocco won't like it, but there's a lot of things Morocco won't like. Guns need men to fire them. Thanks a bunch, Morocco. Besides, they'll see the funny side later on. Okay, now everything's looking a-okay here. As long as I can remember the right people to actually fabricate my spy networks on. And slaughter natives aplenty. And they would have killed 600 of my settlers, of which I have 990 something. That would have been bad. So I'm building up spy networks so I can get all the tech boosts that I can. At the moment I'm not getting a huge amount, but what works, works. And another province joins the family. We don't get tax around here because, well, why would we? But we get all the production that we need. It belongs to a trade company, so that works out for us. These cores will take a while, but I'm just glad they're getting done. Jake, Splendor. Yes, I am quite splendid. The thing is, this last ability has no real use for us. I mean, I'll take it just to get it out of our face, but it really isn't doing anything for us. Portugal took Algarve back away from us. I can't even remember all the ways people corrected me for saying that. But Algarve is good enough for me. I wonder if it's worth me even paying all my army right now, because it's costing me an arm and a leg. Much as I would like to pay less, there are, well, issues. If these guys would just hurry up and revolt, then I wouldn't have to worry about a damn thing. And that would make life easier, wouldn't it? Fire phase does come first. There we go. So more armies across the place, and okay. That is, of course, where La Plata is. Get up there on the double. Okay, maybe not with our general, with our ruler. But these are small, manageable chunks, and then I can stop paying my army for a while. Ah, man. I've had the itch for a lot of games. Europa's been one of them, but Caesar 3 and Patrician 4 have also been up there. Why do people have to play Caesar 3 or even talk about Caesar 3 around me? Because it just makes me want to sit down and play it forever. Give me the mercantilism, I'm gonna need it. So we have dry lands and more dry lands. I'm always happier taking out the small ones first. Speaking of first, which phase comes first? Damn right. Joke units. And again, I might want to consolidate these guys because I need manpower. All these bloomin' natives. There we go. Now there's no one else wanting to rise up in our glorious colonies, are there? These guys have already done their work. So I guess not. What I do want to do is not forget about Manila. I'm very good at doing that kind of thing. It's only 7,000, so 7,000 will do. Hell, 5,000 would do. So get over there. In fact, this one's going to be done soon enough as well. So I would be as well pulling you back too. It would also actually be quite nice to murder the natives here, but 30 mil is a bit more than I'm willing to spend just to convert this place. So I can just recall you. I'm worried that might cause another revolt there, but it did not, thankfully. And then I need to think where else I want to colonize. I could take this and then very promptly take the Maldives and then be able to claim Vijayanagar, but something tells me that fighting Vijayanagar right now is not going to do me any drastic favors. I would like to be able to get a toehold in around here though, but of course Ming's ever watchful eye is going to be taking care of that for us. Ayutthaya is also under some tributary protection, at least until I annex them. No, I'll be annexing them, much is for sure. I want to get my toes into Bengal, because that's some lovely land, and since it's all in those trade charter areas, it does me even more favors. There's also the thought of taking this so that I can take the Spice Islands. I don't know. There are many options available to me, and most of them are pretty good. Jake, I hear Carthago is in dire Shut it, Lucas. You know damn well what you're doing. Oh, the Japanese are extremely weak. I mean, I hope taking this doesn't make the Ming absolutely flip their lid. But if I took this, I would be able to claim Ryukyu. Ryukyu are under the Ming. However, I can also claim on Ashikaga's lands and start invading Japan. Now, it's not part of any trade region, but Japan is still worth $1. And I can put it into Hangzhou, which flows down here. How's Japan looking development-wise anyway? It's looking pretty damn awesome is what it is. Now, Korea, they wouldn't be taking any flack, but yeah, I think I want to invade Japan. The Uesugi are the largest, but they're also not that technologically advanced, so yeah. We're on our way to Japan. At least that spreads out the aggressive expansion as well. I'm not a big fan of hyper-blobbing, but if I want to hit that monetary goal, then I want to really hammer that monetary goal, and we've got to go for it. That does include getting this so that I can start building up my navy on the double. It's going to cost a hell of a lot of money that I don't really have, but we're going to do it anyway. And it's going to take ages to be able to make these claims anyway, so... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19... That it? Gotta be more to it than that. Oh, I'm out of sailors! Well, who would have thought that one was coming? It's okay though, it's a bit of a navy. We'll get more later. And why am I still paying my units? Do I have anything that I'm worrying about? Well, yeah, several rebel factions that want to rise up. But I need to know about my armies, so get those out of my sight. Okay. Cheeky, you're gonna get your goal or fail trying, but those are the only two options, so I guess the answer is just yes. So you're getting off at Manila. Fantastic. You guys are okay. You could just dock at Manila, or these guys can just walk around. But... Nah, you know what, we'll pick up some other ones. We got any more mercs? Merc scum? Cause I'm gonna need to keep the mercs around anyway for slaughtering Pasai. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself by saying it'll be a slaughter, but I want it to be, and so it shall. I really don't have as many mercs as I had suspected. I'm pretty much grinding my force limit right now, though. How are you guys for... Yes, that's quite nice. It's a shame that you already have shipyards, because I wouldn't mind putting down, say, where am I even looking here? Regimental camps, but the cost is high. Such a shame I'm so tight-fisted. But what's a man to do? The Luans wish to rise up in Palopo very soon, and I'm questioning if I have the anything to deal with them. How many are we talking here? 12,000. Those were the right ones, right? Well, I'll make it so. Still, I am surprised in the lack of... Hang on, what's Pasai up to? Pegu, Khmer, Lang Shang, defending. Looks like they're doing me a bit of a favor here. Well, that depends how far they go, because Pegu is also under Ming the Merciless. Can't believe it's been almost a year since the Hoi 4 multiplayer game. I subbed the day before it started so I could join in. Great experience, says the Winter Soldier 33. Great experience. Well, I mean, it was great in new and interesting ways. Tell you what else is interesting. Did Pasai lose their fleet? No, but they're certainly not jumping out to go and engage. I find that strange since Pasai far and away have the superior navy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, we have a lot more mercs than I thought. I was starting to think I want the mercs in the battlefield rather than patrolling some backwater colonies. So we'll get up there. That's what I'm saying. Am I a tight-fisted enough guy to try and spare my manpower? I am pretty tight-fisted. There we go. Just trying to save myself from getting the at-sea attrition penalty. Costs money, costs manpower, it's just generally not something you want. With this, I'm going to have to start thinking about claiming Ashikaga, and I have to think about how soon I want to strike them as well. But Bhutan will go down very quickly. I mean, that does depend on how much they let me in, because they have quite a few ships. They could actually block me without too much hassle, which would be very frustrating, because then I'd have to wait for some of my heavies to be done. Oh well, ifs and buts. Nice and relaxing times, you have to agree. Now, since I have this right here, I can add it to a trading company, and that will get me, well, get me a lot of things. Why don't we do it straight away? Ka-ching. Look at that, we got an extra merchant just from doing that. Why do we get that? Because, here we go. Yes, here we go. Promoting investments might sound good, but perhaps now is not the time. We have the strongest bit of trade here in this trade node that only we have presence in. Still, because it's part of a trade company, we get that extra merchant. And I need to start thinking about where to make the sweet moolah. And I'm thinking it's right here. Well, it might be slow. It might be right there, I'm not even all that sure. There's people sucking out my trade here. But if I start thumping it into Zanzibar... Norway, who have a presence here, sucking some of the trade out of Zanzibar. That makes me very unhappy. But hey, we'll give them what's for soon enough. I really don't want to abandon the money that I make at Timbuck too. Once Zanzibar becomes worth a lot more, then that's something we can start thinking about. Lucas hitting the nail on the head there. Chat should never talk. Jake enjoys talking to himself the most. Talking to yourself is a wonderful habit to have because you can learn so much. Let's see, the Bruneians. There are a lot of them, sire. They really want to rise up. Thankfully, all this is protected by this fort. There's no fort here, that's why my units are standing guard. That's why I'm dying from devastation, which is very unfortunate. Might as well give them a general so I don't forget all about it. And, do you really need a core here? So I'm really thinking that you don't. You need a whole lot of conversion, I'll give you that. But do I want to spend 27 of my hard-earned development on you? The answer is I probably do. Yeah, you're part of this wonderful place, Safala. And it's hard to say no to no autonomy. Now, all these guys hate me so much. I think the merchant guilds, they will start forgiving me soon enough. Well, sorry, their influence will go down soon enough. Oh, I want that.